I've decided to document my fitness journey this year. Over the last few months, I've intentionally put on some mass, and you might be able to tell, or maybe not, I don't know. I'm gonna probably put a before and after. I didn't do a good job documenting the entire process because my body weight goes like this, and my musculature goes like this. So just like the seasons of the year change, my activity level and my diet changes. So it's now, I think it's March 26th, and April is around the corner. Usually by the end of April, I'm in decent looking shape. Looking is the key, because I haven't looked at a scale in over a year. I never really cared what a scale said because it always said the same thing, 195 pounds, between 190 and 195 pounds. Just for those of you who care, I'm 6'3", 195 pounds. I'm this color. I'm an athlete, currently staying active while I have a knee injury. So my cardio has cut back significantly, but my appetite has not. And it does make it a little harder to lose body fat. So my clothes still fit, but my waist is a bit thicker. So I don't know, those of you who eat and are the lucky ones, when you eat, the food goes straight to your buns and thighs. I eat and the food only goes to the waist and the lower chest. I don't know if you see my titty bounce in some of my other videos. I'm actually quite proud of that because not everybody can do that. Over the last few months, I've intentionally put on some mass because I thought to myself, I'm always 195 pounds. Let me see if I can put on some weight. So over the winter, I continued exercising, and my method of exercising, I switched to doing just push day, just pull day, just leg day, or auxiliary day, which I would combine exercises for my gluteus maximus plus the rear delts, which I don't know if you can even see a difference yet because I need to keep hitting those. Rear delts, biceps, which actually I have seen improvement with my biceps. And yeah, so booty, delts, biceps. That did help significantly. I did put on mass. I looked visibly larger, but it was winter and I was thinking to myself, I gotta survive the cold weather, so let me just chow down on all this junk. So I was eating junk food. I was eating a lot of junk. And I can't say that it was, I shouldn't say it was junk food. It was delectable delights. I was eating delectable delights every day. Sometimes it was just crap, and I had to learn which ones were crap. But I found a bakery that I liked, and I would go there and get some delectable delights. And I'm not ashamed of my body fat. I'm not ashamed of my weight. However, now I would like to lose it, but keep my muscle. So I'm changing my exercise again. I'm going to do what is called high intensity resistance training. It's a mix between resistance training where your intention is to grow muscle and high intensity training where your intention is to lose weight or lose fat. And so the problem that a lot of people have is they lose fat too fast. They lose weight too fast, and the method at which they choose usually gets them results on the scale, but not visually. So then they'll burn off muscle with the fat. And I used to think that just happened. You just lost weight and then you're losing all weight. But I learned that through trial and error, through doing this with my weight coming and going every single year, I learned through trial and error that you could actually keep a majority of the muscle on, if not all the muscle, if you do it right. and do it slowly. If you try to do it fast, then yeah, you probably would burn off muscle with your body fat, along with essential minerals and cartilage and bones and tooth enamel and all of those other things, because I was doing it in such a rapid pace and recklessly, just like, yeah, I could just lose weight real quick, gain weight real quick, you know. But then I would always come back to this skinny fat area where I'm just skinny, you know, like skinny fat, right? I think now I'm coming out of that because I intentionally put on muscle mass, you know, along with body fat, but still muscle mass. So like, I think my arm definition, I don't know if you can see that, but like I have a larger bicep. So actually I did put on muscle. I maintained a somewhat of a six-pack. I don't know if you've seen some of my recent videos, I do have somewhat of a six-pack and a wide waist, which is kind of new because usually it would go away during the winter and then come back, and I'm like, oh, why is it going away? Because my diet would change. My winter diet would be higher carbs, lower protein. I would just eat because I ate whatever I wanted to. But then this time, with my plan to do push days, pull days, auxiliary days, my diet, I was trying to reach 200 grams of protein a day because I'm 195. So I would usually fall short and hit like 160, 170 grams of protein, but still I would feel good. And I think that I successfully gained weight doing this. So now high intensity resistance training, where I'm going to combo certain movements together. I'll try to do a push-pull combo so that if I do my push-ups, then while I'm giving the push muscles a rest, I'll do a pull exercise. And then when I come back to my push exercise, I've already given myself at least like a minute and a half rest for the push muscles. My heart rate stays elevated. So I'm intending on burning more body fat, but not muscle. So it's kind of a hybrid approach. And you'll see how it turns out because I'm documenting this, hoping that I can get there because, you know, I'm not there. This is today. I'm not 6 weeks down the line because, you know, hopefully 6 weeks down the line I would look good. I hope. I mean, it is a hope because things happen, you know, and sometimes I can't stick to the diet properly, or I don't have the time to dedicate to my own self-care or my exercise, which is self-care for me, or I can't document, you know. I'm considering breaking up my day into two parts. Morning for cardio, and cardio could be 20 minutes of abs where I do 30 seconds of like a movement, rest for 30 seconds, do it again, and then do that 20 times for abs, or a brisk walk, or a circuit, lightweight but volume. And at the same time, I'm doing intermittent fasting. So the intention with the intermittent fasting, I don't eat after 8 p.m. and then I don't eat again until 12 noon the next day. So 12 noon would be my breakfast. Then I'd have another meal, maybe 3 or 4. Then my last meal at 7. Still keeping high protein, keeping my high fats, like my peanut butters, my olive oil added to my food, those kind of things, cheese for dinner, so that my breakfast is lighter. Something like boiled eggs, protein shake, if I could find a good one that I like, quinoa and eggs, something like that, you know, for breakfast. Then my lunch probably be something like chocolate and, I mean, not in this order, chocolate, sardines, you know, whatever. It'd be like chocolate for dessert, but I don't know, sardines, quinoa, something like that. Sweet potato. As an example, dinner would be whatever dinner is, you know, whatever beans, veggie, sardines and eggs, and then dessert would be like peanut butter and apple or something, you know, whatever. I guess whatever I feel like and whatever I have at the moment, because food goes pretty quick in this house. Because we have a big house. We have a family of 11 people, so people chowing down all the time, really. And I was considering one day a week would be like a relaxed day. Just eat whatever I feel like, you know, re-up on my carbs or whatever I feel like I'm missing. Just re-up on that during Sundays or Saturdays. And my rest day, probably that same day, just because it'll be like just a relaxed day. No exercise, no dieting, just relax. And yeah, probably how I would do it. I don't know. I mean, I know that's not optimal and scientific for most people, because you want to reduce your carbs on the day that you're not exercising slightly, so that you know, you don't gain weight, you know, whatever. Look, sometimes you just got to enjoy life and get your mind right so that you can go back into battle, or you can go back into the regimen in a strong manner. So yeah, there's the plan, and then there's the flexibility, because still I have to live and I'm not a robot. So, you know, like how we treat cars, like you crank, you better start, you know, you better go 80 down this highway. Well, with your body, sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need to slow down a bit, and you have to know, okay, well, I'm getting a cramp, so I should probably just stop here, because I'm starting to get a deficiency, or I'm missing something. Is it hydration? Is it minerals? I need to fix that, re-up on my minerals, whatever it is, because the cramp is a sign of something worse, which I also learned the hard way, which I listened to my body a bit more. I feel like I'm in tune with my body, but still there's times when I just want to push through. I'm like, just push. Like, you can do it. Just push through. And then something bad actually happens, and it's like, oh, those were warning signs. If you guys have any questions or concerns or anything you want to talk about, please drop me a comment, because I would, you know, it just feels good to know that somebody's seeing this. If not, that's okay. I'm just gonna do it anyways. If anybody wants to do this with me, let me know in the comments, and let's chat. All right.